Be declared as red zone in task force no ashasia omuye honum edwuma.
Na MPP amanyoku nda tuje chirimu se wo mo epko prema pende bre no mo bie kwan e de date aba on bekokofa wo mo krata na se wo mo beye na ya to mo so abasa hwan na beda number 1 ana number 5.
Na Public Interest Accountability Committee ede atodwa se omosra ban na ada edmanimu ya wonhwe no peska na agenda 111 aban dada ne hyase a wanwie no ontimi emfanyi.
Na wode ato aban nim sa ban hwe na wo mo asa de be ya yemfa nwo a eho nsem ekofem no yebetue nya ekueku a omodwetire na omahase tubi ewo bebia yewo bi.
Ora Safo J ede ato NPP amanyoku no enim se omonhwe se de Mampanyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ede emebunu eka na aban no.
Ensemi kan ho na yede bremu se kase bone yede aseda ema this way chocolate drink and the coffee drink yede be ma best point savings and loans and best assurance na best point dem me kan hu se ho na do sika koto a wonu hu da na ebi akwa ma this way chocolate drink and the coffee drink special ice so na fe ni fufu any neat abenkwa na fe abena Ghana Blasters ashe num aha enti na ni je mu pa na ye wanya sankoto kwente emo pa o ma yade awie ye bebo ma basa wie a de esi nyina na ye de hu nsem bebre mu afi kasebo no emu ensem nie. Public Accounts Committee eye bedwaku a yate na berebia se afeso a wo mo a eda abanyimeku ahodo ano no ye to nsa from mo bebu akonta se sika o man de ma mo so mo mfa mo ho bra no ehun nsem akokosisan na ben na kakra ni utibia na awera ho ebi kra ni si Watermelon Teaching Hospital a ojumayeni no wawu management of hospital woni so nipa no wawu ampa fridge a mo chiro hospital wan ye de ne hye ye mo chiro wan ye de ne hye ye ambulance efe funu edi kodi kurumu ehwa management edi funu nachi ekosie no eye funu ayie esamba back esamba Watermelon Teaching Hospital bio na so na infimienu busu mienu na management of Watermelon Teaching Hospital eda so chia ya munuka utibia na bibi kra ya yew na Mampanyi Mahama chese nukure ni ahomete pa na womonye krado nsawom obibi ho da womodi o mansika no emra ne obedi.
Few people, when they are appointed to public offices, through a party, they are happy. They are not thinking about the responsibility. They are thinking about, the perks of office and all that. And we've seen cases where people have run those establishments like they were their own property. It's not yours. It belongs to the people of Ghana. And they appointed you for a period of time to go look after what is their property and serve them in the best way possible. We must get that orientation in our minds so that when we go, we are able to do what is expected of us in these public services. And so we have laid down procedures. We're supposed to follow procedure in doing the things that we do. It might be cumbersome following the procedure, but it's better to do it so that you're able to track and trace that it went through the normal procedure and that you took cognition of all the things that make you accountable, so that tomorrow somebody doesn't come and call you to, I heard a song, Iyo Koko Koko. Somebody doesn't call you to Iyoko. And so let's follow the procedure set down by law to make sure that we leave office. When you leave office, you must be able to hold your head high. Wake up in the morning and not fear that anybody will call you to come and account for anything, because you did things the way you should have done them. Recently, I've been watching the Public Accounts Committee, and it's so pathetic. Why must we every year congregate at the Public Accounts Committee, and then you hear all kinds of atrocious, things. I mean, recklessness with public funds and resources. And so I have a meeting on Thursday with the Chief Justice, the Attorney General, and others to find a final solution to this Auditor General's report. That persons who are found guilty of infractions or do not follow due procedure or lead to loss of public resources, we must have a fast-track process to Nsawam, Fast track, before you see you in Nsawam, 6 months. You know, until we do that, until there's a deterrent, we're going to come every year and they say total misappropriation and infractions of found out by the Auditor General is about 15 billion cedis. I mean, if we save 15 billion cedis, can you imagine what it could do? You know, and so we're going to have a meeting, we're going to bring some. We've not fully implemented the constitutional provision. There's a part of the provision that says after the Public Accounts Committee has sat on the Auditor General's report, Parliament must set up a committee. What we don't know is whether it should be a parliamentary committee or it's a committee not necessarily made of parliamentarians to implement the findings of the Auditor General.
Oswafo Washington Sasene Obade ne paso eye onmunyafo Emmanuel Amakufibua opanyi ede atudwase samra ye kase eye National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat no womo ede niama pegwa kwemu nti galamsey sites a ye declare as red zone ni nyina no omo ye honom adwuma.
Government is putting its money where it matters most. We had talked last week about the focus and declaring some of the forest areas and the critical forest reserve as no-go areas. It requires that if we are deploying the security forces in these areas, they will need these logistics to move around. And so this is really part of a larger strategic effort to make sure that the resources and the logistics needed to really be effective in making sure we can protect our water bodies and our forest reserves are in place. And so what you see here is government basically putting its money where its mouth is, making sure we invest in what it matters, and also showing how committed President Mahama is when it comes to this fight against illegal mining. We talked a lot about the effort of the Blue Water Guards. In some of the watering areas, they require some motorbikes to move around, to be given intelligence, to be getting in touch, and be in places at the same time. They can't be walking. They should have access to these areas. The National Anti-Illegal Mining Task Force is already deploying some of these areas. They will need these vehicles to be able to get deployed to these areas. As they are as critical, and I can't even emphasize how important these vehicles are. It's obvious that it's not enough. We need to continue to try to get more of the logistics required, and that's why we are even calling on corporate Ghana to come and be part of this effort.
A few months ago, we were in a meeting. We normally have meetings with our stakeholders, Minerals Commission, Forestry Commission, and Water Resources Commission from the EPA as chair. So during the meeting, we got a call from the President of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, to urgently work it out to get logistics for the fight of the illegal mining. So we immediately started looking for funds to find these logistics that we see here today. So our mission is to find more logistics than what we see today. Today we have 24 Land Cruiser troopers and then 250 motorbikes to start with the fight. We already have some logistics in the system. This is an additional logistic to support the fight. We hope to secure more for the same mission that we are in. We know that this is a serious fight. Every Ghanaian is concerned about. So this is some of our efforts showing the commitment that we have on the fight. We can't do without the vehicles and the motorbike. So these logistics are to support our efforts. So we have the Environmental Protection Authority, Forestry Commission, Minerals Commission, we have the Water Resources Commission and Geological Survey. So these are the institutions that we meet to discuss the way forward, especially on the issue of illegal mining, and the logistics are going to be shared among these institutions.
MPP Amayuku no edin krata babontin na ndani sasha se eye owura William Yamoa ono no ye twetwerefo edema bidwaku a ehwe wo mabombeto ede afa mpenifo ekutu frankama party mkire Presidential Election Committee na nkrata no amukire se efiada ebeyi ena party no abi kwan no pedu baako se nipa makomako numu a ekokopre sadibre no wo mo beba abebefa abeto aba ahwe bibia obi abeda ewo abato homa no eso mpanyifo numi ene engineer Kwabena je Japan onunyafo Kennedy ohene Japan onunyafo Brian Dr. Brian Champon afenka ne mampani abedi achi Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ena fe onunyafo Dr. Yaw Osei Edutwum enkrata no mo kire se eho behia se bro mo de enkrata ya maba no na so mo de nsem ya ba bonten no empanyifo numi ene o mpanyifo enton krama party ni se o saka ana so mo sanka o saka na se bia wo mo ewo nsem bi ka ewo krata no ho a na wo mo de aba ansa na fieda atumi edu nsem a ewo krata no mu no eche se koba se bia bibia to din dia yes fieda be ya no pedu ba ko na MPP panifui obia kwa kwahwe sa ehefa na wobeda ewo ballot paper no eso ne yenhye no so se general de to so aduasa ba ko afi be wurambu so me edika ne de twato no no beto aba ede ayidi obedi wo manim se Frank Etufo.
Public Interest and Accountability Committee ediato abaino enimse nadaroma enmenimu ya wonhwe no mpeska se de beya agenda 111 project ya sabia hodo aban dada ne hyase a wanwie no omuntimi emfanwie wei eyenhyiemu a omokoye efa eyemfaso ahodo a yenya ewo yefango so na ho na vice chairman Emma Piak odefo amoakwaboadu a wotoso nwotwe edi tudwa se fango ho faso saa sika no bibibia ye de ahyemu na wose yehwese ye bewi ade no na adehye enyemu emfaso.
PIAC observes that the latest amendment to the PRMA has taken the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, GIIF, off ABFA funding, depriving it of funds. It is worth noting the investment of $30 million GIIF invested in 2016 in the Kutuka International Terminal 3 project made a return of $5.5 million between 2017 and 2019 alone. With the latest amendment of the Act, the Agenda 111 project, which received ABFA of 2.6 billion Ghana cedis or $248.89 million from 2021 to 2024, will no longer be allocated critical funding from the ABFA. The committee recommends that with the investment of such an amount of the ABFA in the Agenda 111 project, the government should allocate more ABFA to the project and complete it for the benefit of citizens.
Ekuokure ya sign dia tudwa ekyiremu se ye fa nwa yetu no ekame ya se esa enti o de to abanim sa banhwe na na mutu bi obetu se ne be obetumi nya ankorankora ne kuku awu gitiri no ndo sa hye fa nwa yetu no mu no ye san tumi enka no ententem.
Now we have 5 main sources of petroleum revenue, and these contributed to a total of $370.3 million during the first half of the year. Carried and participating interests contributed an amount of $178.5 million. Corporate income tax, $149 million. Royalty, $40.1 million. PHF income, $2 million. And surface rental, $863,000. This contributed to the total of $370 million. Ghana is still not attracting new investment in the upstream petroleum industry, to the extent that no new petroleum agreement has been signed since 2018. Also, the committee observed that for the period-by-period comparison, crude oil production declined again by 25.92% from 24.8 million barrels in the first half of 2024 to 18.4 million barrels in the first half of 2025. And this is our recommendation. The committee reiterates its call on the government as a matter of urgency to ensure that the Ministry of Energy and its allied agencies increase efforts to arrest the decline in crude oil production and secure investment into Ghana's upstream petroleum industry.
Abai baya say opese ode ABF no eko run a big push agenda nim. Ya de anke ya ni asem nka big push ni de ya de ya anka se ya ka se oil sika no yemfendi dwuma e bebo oman no. Na emom no ya nsa kire wo mra no no. akɔka piak nso so sikasɛm beebi a nanka yɛnya isika free no sisi a yɛyie free hɔ ɛna yɛde akɔ 2011 situation ni mu a bibia no ɔsɛ yɛde yɛ budget kɔma Ministry of Finance ɛno no na ɛmmoa yɛ sisi yɛ wɔ October bosomi du nim by now no now sank yɛkɔ field yɛkɔ districts yɛkɔ regions na yɛkɔ hyia Ghana for na yɛkyerɛkyerɛ wɔn mu sɛ afi atwa mu no fango sika yɛnya yɛ no dwuma yɛdidi yɛ nie nanso so ne sanse sika ni hɔ nti no yɛntumi nyɛ ti deɛ yɛka kyerɛ aban nyinaa ne sɛ yɛsrɛ no a yɛmpɛ sɛ wei no bɛkɔ so bio yɛpɛ sɛ yɛnya sika yɛtumi didi adwuma yɛne Ghanafoɔ di nkita ho na Ghanafoɔ nso hu kwan a aban de fango sika no edi dwuma ɛno no bɛboa ma ɔman no so no yɛ governance no akɔ n'anim.
Bosome frɛ ho mmarahyɛ bidwani onimunyamfo ana safuagye ayɛ ene obepie mu wade kyensroma dwumadie so no de to dwa sɛ sɛ ɛyɛ NPP aban no ɔwɔ so no ɔpɛ mabunu kakra ene ɔmo yɛ adwuma wɔ n'aban mu na so ɔsɛ wɔhwɛ sɛ deɛ yɛman panyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama afa mabunu pa ne ɔmo yɛ adwuma wɔ n'aban mu a ɛfɛ dodo ne hyɛn kran to ɔsrɛ sɛ NPP aban no nso so insua
adeɛ baako a President Mahama ya me feel say yɛbɔ n'aba so na yɛ MPP fo nso yɛsua ɛyɛ sɛ wama young guys no opportunity me bɔ n'aba so look yɛyɛ bi but at the rate at which wayɛ no ɛwɔ so kyɛn yɛ deɛ na yɛyɛ yɛyɛ bi na akosi amenu so no young one a young guy Pius Namajida was a young guy Kofi Ameyao Kofi health why you cry friend say Kofi Japan. Hey, we have a lot of young guys we can mention but the rate at which any nyama kesi ya odia se omunsem I think that it's commendable say yensu ye hwe na say ye biemu ye koye nimu a ebeboye asema me kaka ho ne say empaibo na me bosse the young ones don't disappoint President Mahama and Ghanaians say ne be affecting because say womuno antimi so mu ye na omo de koye niama bone na egu o mani mase na say bibia now MPP for because say penfo no now will make a case I don't say ye dey ade nkoma emebu no o ma say so me sre won say omo nye ni ye say ne be ya it will make a case for us you see when you become a leader you pick from the pool around you. Squad no beshenu. You to mu there, but squad no dosu. What you say? Squad no a qualify say you appoint no. You for mu there, but squad no dosu. E bia we nso no be ko no. Na squad no so. Appointment no so no. E say we appoint you bia we ni mu gidie. Okay. Not just qualification. So it boils down to say the obia utimi you can trust or count on his loyalty. It is very important. Leadership, it's very important. Obi betime good, but you see, he's not loyal to you. Okay. And leadership, so it boils down to that point.
Adesima ma UTV no nsia kasebo na mo hwe ye kwaje aba fo nka to madam mo ntwen ye ba ye beto aso.
Abusiafo madaroma ye mama kwa babiem ye to ansem no so edi amamo.
Yebeko na yene Environmental Protection Authority mpanyifo edi nkomo na ne nyina ne se womo ne womo a eka bia wana se womanu duru dwam edi nkomo na komudi ne nyina fa kwampa betumi afa so etu gold a ye fancy issue ene yakwaye na dwumedi ekoso ewo apa dinchira west mansin mu ewo mfimfi mantem.
Ebenezer Chum, Assistant Director, Emma Environmental Protection Agency. Na nsenkayemu no woche mu se sisi ano hwe kwan bone a ye nam so na ye de eye galano anase ye de tufo magudie no a ni nyina no emwa ai e de oha beja nipa pom de ensem so na afensu ye nsa asesem so enti en wo mo ekokopie mu ewo eye Upper Denchua West District no no eye dua so said e be ya wo mo ebetimi e de ehonum na ye nyina so no mo de ayom piloting program ni nyina.
We are doing pilot base into a picky dua so because dua is one of the Gramsay areas ye share a dinyapa e wa asase bebrem o share amena say your forest or forest in campo is a wungu bi and I will share youth bebre ye Gramsay bebre no wo dua sha na ofi asa wo seshi ufi seshi na ofasa na okwa asante aye manso areas they are all around Upper Denchua dua so until you choose for a pirate base and you say yeah be wa ebeboa so share youth omo Gramsay site na edoso for age of 16 up to 50 years obekwa koto omo Gramsay site it is yes and your mom who say the impact of the destruction of land and they saying that their health no omunya education I think say ebeboa pa until you say you used to do as the pilot base.
A dialogue program here, Omampeni, and I say, Omatia, some person pilot to Upper Denchua West. You only say, we be a boy empire because Osha, your district, Muhammad Galamsey, near was saying internet, affect your health. The Brina, Nayani, a 2 across a boy of the Wabo February and Sana 9, but Sunny Marine also cost your district, Muha. Skin rashes, a cost of Hanomo, any deformities, a total of Franny Adinano. A bit see where I say. Now, Yamia Duma said the program Nankasa Airbus, so it is on the 8th and I'm paying for Kana. It one my represented data. I share when na honomo. But the meeting I catch and say, idea a beboa or mine am I my responsible mining? I'm a Sanyama way now so at Twitter.
So my researcher who say, Omama Galamsey, and I dare your friend small scale mining. The donor ye youth. Na youth no baby so ha. Omuni juma bia apart from Galamsey no so kamunya say ya no mo etna se din komo ne hu say kwan a e be fa so eye Galamsey no responsible abeya nso ensay asase ensay koku anano baya apiefo na duadua no ensay so me hu say a good initiative beboa na mbabunu no ne omama keka Galamsey for ho nyina omode mo odwanchere beka ho a beboa ma sa fight against Galamsey no kana betime ekoso kama
Nana ya jantoa eye penyiba ko ye adwuma wo mpanyi atena ya wasanso ye komisa ema PURC na wode atodwa se wo hwe wo mu a eba no eye ensuo buo enyina mukane abo mo hwe so ye ho ntoto ye na ayankita hodi omo ne Ghana de hye edi na ya nante ase entimi nya adwuma esanse wo kira PURC ayomo tanya complaints pa na complain na omunya no mo hwe omu no na kire se ayana ente ase entimi nya adwuma ewo eye omo ne Ghana de hye entimi nto besre se bibi bi omo ye no omo mafanyo ene ente ase enya adwuma se de be ya se bontu mu bi mpo eba Ghana fo betimi ehunu di enti a abanesa yenti nsem a ode tudwa
Maybe who they had the air commission, they who say utilities no almost engage you or more consumers because then they have to complaints with me. Can you have necessary complaints in the back because I have a can't tire for some. But say you can't you pay big now out of 100%, 90% about almost service. And only say utilities are not engaged. Almost communication, as it's almost communication no form. By PURC no if we na ekọ tie ye se adwumadie yi wie na ye tenase a enya ade a ye ba begya wo so mo ye bibi na consumer no ho anto na ye be ye de ye be sanction wo ye say encourage consumers so mo ntu o mo bills so we legal connections so na utilities na chewa mmere a wɔ so no obedi but mmara so a wɔ hɔ ma utilities no so all man nye wo ma de ya yes so ye be use mmara the time has come say obia betmenya the right kind of service eyem say complaints no do so ya wa nkoko di wo mo e wo utilities no ho ese say mmara so say itime den esesa ni itime reset na utility provision e wo Ghana ha no itime konem ye woni ma be miense bi a PRC for consider what tariff no and use no nine mo battery na ehun ya me nine ba ko ye your friend losses no but miense ni ye won generate power no via uninim no any independent power producers second one no ye won transmit say na mo ti griko no na ECG distribution be bia ye we now sa miense no ye won the loss ka ba miense no di boma obi a won de nti generation for won de transmission for won de na ye distribution so ye won de ye de no and yes, you to my 225%. Say, yeah, they can't say, Casa Yan Torchi, VRCC, and and generation. Transmission, Yan Torch on us with the CCLG. Now you see the DNA, you be mine 225%. A chess of our bill now, was me no 200 cities, but to be 125 cities. So 25 in the lab account. It's because until say you be na boom the boom the abefu say be dey na there be we your distribution per service charge and now your end user tariff
unit back could be a friend 1 kilowatt hour no say see as of July 1st no yes why unit back could be a fire transmission system ni na Ghana ha baby a wo bia no ye to a ye ni 7.29 pesos a bagrid ko ho ye di adwuma no na ye stress e hwe amfie da ye nim ya na wo hwe consumption no se ya ebe cost annually na bebe hia say ye tariff no ebe fi 7.29% no na ye tua for each unit for each kilowatt hour ye be transmit bia no ye be 97 pesos and no ne be ma ye etumi edi put in place investment aye here sana e kwan na e be faswa electricity no be ba at omomoto na kese mu ye be tre mu na efeso yetumi maintaining network
ha say East Legon nipa o ma yensa eka eyesa information 41-year-old business woman na oti East Legon ha say na ne nchemo de man ne say ebe ye mpen kakra we hu say ne ma amoye ntafo mienu emema omwedi 2 years old no wo mu suban ne omo ne asesa afenso ya wota hu say nkra na nche na wo mu eni ekum ene ade eni ntino wo de nkra ekokodru hospital na okodru hospital no nhwehwe mu kakra omo aye echwese eye nkra no omo eduane a omo di no emayo amienu ya yedi kan abowondin esusu so omo di nnuro bi egumu ema nkra no eda ye ne nkofo edi nkomo no omo twemu ka kyen ne se omo di nnuro no egu eye nkra eduane mu sede be ya juma omo ye wo fie ho no na tede bia na omo abre ene ade ene ntine so omo ye ne sa ema nkra no eda na afenso ema nkra ne didi sede be omo benya kwan aye eye ejuma nkai na eye se omo ye na watu asonso esanso eka se enye ndro ne pe na omo digu eye nkra no enuane mu omo sanso ede nkra no ensa ehihye eye ejemu na omo sanso efre won edin a enye akono ebise omo ye chimpanzee ene de ekeka keka ho ye tutu anamo ede akọ bebia omo te anasa bia ye edan ya omo demu ewe ye mame panyin a wode asemi ebedan yen efie na ye koe no yensa eka eye sachet bi a yesusu se no ene sa ennuro na omotai edigu nkora no omo nuane mu every January ebesi enne amenemu edisa enkomoy yensa ka omo no yetie omo num asem ya kire omo num asem na yede omo nso akwa akogina court a charges bia nso a ewo honom no yede abon anakwadu bia ewo ho bia no yede abon na court ahyese inform ntwere eye police fo kukumu na yenyame pa 20th of October ya eda yenimi ya sanso ede won ababegina court na ne ewo honom no court nso aka ede achiom
Iyeto akase no so ewo edwedie ensemu na Pelican Hotel hotel mono chia okra ye bia no foforo ewo enkraimantem hanum sei no mabai die dai omo services no mo bibia demonstronko ene omo hwe bia no kama omo hwe se adehye embra honom no mo no medi nkasubomu.
Vibrant cantonment neighborhoods of Accra. Ye kasai die se oba behwe hotel said ye nususu droko dro ewa mansanim said ye woje ahohoye na said ye obema wo hoho no a wabasa wo beje ahohoye no wo ho bedwa na ani kakra ekeke chese wonjumadi a wodie no onnim said ye yeshom ahoho said ye ahohoye adwuma ya enya asenketo Accra wosise obedru hotel ho se ya wo mo bedrooms no emusoso emuche bai ya onya baabi de woniema guma wo ho so edwodwo eno da nchen a si ye ka ne se wo ba beda ho ana obedi dwuma na car park ana event bi na wo host no chese enye afedi agokra wo mahwehwe wo niema yie eba ne se opese otete one pomu a omo gym center omo swimming pool restaurant ene niema ahodo bebre aya wo customer no a wabeda ho no chese ema wanika na wanhwempo a unsan wachi ene wakodo free general manager edema Plink Hotel Philippe Heti esuso edi atu edwase se wo pe baabi akwadwodwo ho wo pe baabi adidwuma wo pese wo event bi mu ye adwumakuo mu ya ankrankra pese mutu anamon se nipa dodo ekoda baabi a mumo anan emepie mu ewo won ma hohoje bia ho se de be ya wo behunu osompa odesom Ghana for.
This establishment means a lot to me. I joined with Aleph Hospitality to Accra in 2023. And this hotel was newly under construction. It was still concrete. So we developed it together along with the Deftraco group. The hotel is an experience. So what we are here to provide personalized service. This is what we are working on, and this is what we are concentrating on to have each and everyone who will visit the hotel will have his own experience. We are in the downtown of Ghana, Cantonment Accra. So our customers for coming from Ghana, they will be coming home, So they are coming from home to home. This is Ghana with a 4-star boutique hotel. We made some highlights in the food, and soon we will be having some highlights in the Ghanaian touch in the furniture or in the rooms.
We were involved in helping with the technical designs, making sure that the layouts worked operationally and that it was suitable to run as a hotel. And we're thrilled to be here this evening to see the results of all of that come to life and to throw the doors open to welcome all residents of Accra to come and enjoy the facilities and for all visitors to Accra to come and stay and enjoy the Pelican.
Director Emma Diaspora Affairs won also so ede ensem atudwa ya yewura Kofi Ochida kon echemu a wose
hotel here friend Pelican ayi bi ne men ka say before ya yenwanom Edu family Deftraco womo share dwumadi na se and now womo do impempenso bi ne no mu say so mutumi ne existing known brands bi our brochure so it me team me up Pelican ahead of December in Ghana. You can say December is Ghana. Not just we are saying you could join December one in Ghana. Into December is Ghana, and Pelican, Pelican, you say our Ghana be brave. You know we are partners with Office of the President at the Diaspora Affairs. Inti you be advertise man conform meba hotels be on be kon be so ba bet na hanom ye be bo hu de ro we are saying na to say baby Sonko Fofro Abagana, your friend of the Pelican, and also Beboa in the area of tourism. I will once trash it. Kofomoba, Ghana, I've been Bebahanum, hotels be Biohanuma, Kofobicumba, Pelicans will be an idiot.
Abusia for Madaro, my yeji about phone crack to it also Abasia. abusuafo yesan mu makwaba yeto ansem ne so edi amamu
yebeko mfimfi mantemu na nadum mpanyimfo ne national security mpanyimfo eto anamo bi ne nyina ne sadwumaku bi a ye frɛ no Nsokot Quarry Company a ewutu senya West Mansin mu no omu kyerese no kuri nie omu tumi blast wo bra omu mokokose ye be blast na kyerese atetiom de amanfo omu nam omu wuye anase loye community abebi a omu tie no nkurutu awu da bembe ho no enyenyenyenyenyenyen tisi say yakase no womo akwakotum owura George Enoch Dudu oye deputy director edema otu senior West Nadumo ena di semitudwa
sebe nansa na ye tima info ni bi e ka bi say omati blast disturb omo enukre say ayaba quarry site fact quarry site wo senior West constituency edi nya kakra because most of the quarry sites ni na abakrum so mo blaster etiti amanfo this particular site ayawoyi ya invite contractor no several omba I was say oba office ni ne trans ni ye hihye foforo ebetumi aboa oman no tia ya omba nti yesre no wu akrum no no say ebo be ya basa ana nan bi da amanfo edan so ebi say obo say de na abo no kogu so say omo ye blasting no na eya ekoso but eye no na eya eye huwom because abo no so na say etumi to sheet ne so na sheet na ewura dem a nim oyi na ede beba nti eya dia ha adwene wo ye blasting na edi se bebre na eba sisi a high resident se ne wo kan no aye krom eno tino ye na ye susu san company fon beba na ye no ma trans ne ahwe ekwan be fa so a I was say they shut a company down because it's here be a company way ayekru and the crew so the entumi yekru wombra ye pretty man in ewu
last week Sunday etwemu ya omo blasti wa ha na ne de ma abo ne nyina piti wa area ha afi so dani shake ba ma ya ye wosro akura po ye hu ba bi a ye dwane fa blasti mienu but first no mbe blasti omo kan say omo announce say obi anko akiri but that Sunday no omo blast no serious no and do man information bia and omo blast pa area ha nya man bi woni say kura ba ha say anka ye mboa ye ho na ye nko ba enso say bi ye ni tumi bia e be kan say ye di ko
any da kura boye wa ha ben omo blast ko omo dumpa anka we na tie ne bibi itaka me first kit ni bodo fen kuma ere maka jen na dinta na omo blast abeba na odu bo wanka jere awe otu ko so besa be ba no kwampo bi ko ko e ba ye fie de mo hwe na fi mo ye hu bibi man
be ha de aboa ne mba endu ye ha na omo blast sa ye ha mo nyina asa wo so pa ya agro eture bia ha anya wa ha mo ye sra de ade no wan cancel na ye bele wa ha ha mo aye kro nti wonjai ne yesu ye hu ntoyen wa ha
abusuafo ha na brebe makwa me ye de kase bo ni nyina esi ye de aseda ekwa ma pep student say wo pe eya aposin betimi ama wo sen aye kama wonu ma ho ne die bekoyi a eye pep student ye nimne free tete egumu ahodo ye wo herbal charcoal triple protection and afi cavity fighter na enumeration salon e bomiti e de ema me shila e wo wager woni West Hills money di enhwenimu number no e 0558611842 0558611842 mo ya de pint misrel aya na wako akwa no
we special eyes this way did fufu the best point is asem ye de bremu ene enwumere mi ejakwa abna me ne
abna be yi nya
ene de kase bo no bremu na mo Ghana Blasters she makumaku enum one republic for one way for Central Africa what me antibi I say the any for nebo Comoros one kra ha ye be show mo 74 ya kra mo ye kwa ba